How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into my video. I'm sorry I didn't make any videos this weekend. I was on grandpa duty, and it's very hard to make a video when you're watching a 3-year-old. Before we get further on to the video, take a look at this new shirt that I got from 9 Line Apparel. Stay strapped or get clapped, Pooh said. I thought it was a pretty cool shirt, so I had to pick that up. So if you guys didn't see, this weekend, Vice President Harris came out of hiding, wherever that is, and called for an assault weapons ban. Vice President Kamala Harris on Sunday called for the reinstatement of the federal assault weapons ban, arguing that certain semi-automatic firearms are intentionally designed to kill people and only belong on the battlefield. During an appearance on CBS News' Face the Nation, Harris spoke about her visit last week to Highland Park, Illinois, where a man armed with a semi-automatic rifle opened fire on a 4th of July parade, killing 7 and injuring 46. When you meet with the first responders, when you meet with the families of these victims, you cannot avoid the reality of what the impact of this gun violence is on the community, the vice president said. Harris said, mass shootings keep happening across the country because those weapons are available, and we have to stop allowing those weapons to be available to civilians living in communities of people who have a right to believe that they are not in a war zone. It's amazing, though, that Vice President Harris, saying she was in Highland Park, Illinois, which is so very close to Chicago, Illinois, but she doesn't mention all the gang shootings and all the mass shootings that happen there every single day. And those are not with what she calls assault rifles or assault weapons. They're with handguns. And Chicago having some of the strictest gun laws in the country. But there are crickets, absolute crickets, from the Democrats and the liberals about all these Democrat-run cities that have these mass shootings and gang shootings every single day. And especially on the weekends and on holidays and during the summertime. And they want to vilify a weapon instead of the people that are actually doing the crimes. Assault weapons were specifically and intentionally designed to kill a lot of human beings quickly, she said. It is a weapon of war. Actually, Vice President Harris, it's not. In this case, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it isn't a duck. The left wants to spoon feed all of its followers and believing all this crap that they're saying. AR-15s are not assault weapons. They are neutered. And what I mean by that, it's missing one thing that the military has with their rifles, and that's the automatic switch. On their rifles, they can switch the switch to automatic and pull the trigger and keep it held back, and it will shoot every round in that magazine until it's empty. As with the rifles we have as civilians, we don't have that switch. To empty out the magazine in the rifle, you have to continually pull the trigger until they're all gone. So in other words, Kamala Harris and all the others are lying to the American people. If you ever looked at, if I may be so blunt, an autopsy photograph to see what it does to the human body, and the fact that we can't get Congress to renew, it's not like we're pulling something out of our hat. No, you're pulling it out of your ass. We've done it before as a nation. Not to renew the assault weapons ban is outrageous. You can support the Second Amendment, she added. I support the Second Amendment, but we should agree. We should not have weapons of war on the streets of America. And once again, I'll counter with, AR-15s are not weapons of war. The federal assault weapons ban, which expired in 2004, specifically outlawed 19 types of semi-automatic firearms, as well as other rifles, shotguns, and handguns that possess 2 or more of a certain set of features, including pistol grips, detachable magazines, and sound suppressors. The maximum capacity of a magazine was also set at 10 rounds. A study released from the Department of Justice in 2004 found that its impact on gun violence is likely to be small at best, and perhaps too small for reliable measurement. President Biden, who was a senator when the ban passed, has repeatedly called for its reinstatement in the wake of several mass shootings in recent months. But while Democrats control both chambers of Congress, any major gun reform legislation would require 60 votes in the Senate, meaning at least 10 Republicans would have to sign on to the legislation for it to be viable. Meanwhile, a recent Quinnipiac University poll found that 50% of registered voters support a nationwide ban on semi-automatic long guns, compared to 45% who oppose, showing the lowest level of support since February 2013, when Quinnipiac began asking that question. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of VP Harris coming out of her dungeon and calling for a new assault weapons ban. Also let me know what you think about the new shirt that I got from 9 Line Apparel, Stay Strapped or Get Clapped, said Pooh. And if you enjoyed this video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please take time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And I will see you guys in the next video.